Hello everybody, it is Broken Warfare, and this will be the part 2 of Dragonborn. What if Deku was the Dragonborn? And I just watched the final parts of the first part, so if I get anything wrong, I woke up like 5 minutes ago. Okay, but this will be he would have been training his shout. He would have found four of the Talos amulets. The Talos amulets would have decreased the time that it takes it decreases the time in between shouts by 21. Does it for 24. It takes away 24%. 25%. Okay. There is no time between shouts. There is no cooldown. I'm just gonna say that because he found 4 Talos amulets. Okay? Okay. And he uses the slow time shout in the entrance exam for the written exam, and he gets a better score than what he did because of plot, armor. He gets 100, and I'm pretty sure he did get close to 100 in the original. I'll have to rewatch it. It's been a long time since I've watched it. And there will, in the practical exam, he would have put on dragon aspect for the for armor and used ebony flesh for better armor, and he would have summoned a bound battle axe in the beginning to take down the robots, and and just in the beginning once Mike yells go, once everyone is clear from the gateway, he summons Donavir to help him in combat. And Donavir himself, and Mike yells at Deku saying, "Hey, you can't have your dragon friend help you." And then he says, "He's not my dragon friend. I summoned him from the Soul Cairn, and it's a part of my quirk." So the President Mike just goes, "Okay, you can have him help you then." And Donavir destroys like maybe 20 of them in the first couple minutes, and Deku destroys like maybe 10 of them in the first 15 or 10 minutes. And sorry guys, like I said, I woke up like 6 minutes ago, and I'm hella hungry. But and then about I think it was about 15 minutes in or 20 minutes into the practical exam, the zero pointer robot shows up, and Deku just hops on Donavir's neck. And remember, he does not have the all for one or one for all Sorry. I just finished a what if Deku had a all for one quirk? What if and he jumps off of Donavir, landing on the head of the zero pointer, and he uses unrelenting force shout. And at this point, he's already heard the scream of Uraraka and that, but he lands on the zero pointer's head, and he uses every word or all the words of power for the unrelenting force shout. Sorry, I forgot the word there for a second. And it just completely obliterates the well, it doesn't completely obliterate it, but it crushes it. And at this point, Deku's falling, and he uses his become ethereal, because you don't take fall damage when you use that shout. It's awesome. And he uses that shout, lands, the shout wears off. Donavir helps him lift the rubble off of Uraraka. So all that happens. They go, and he didn't meet Uraraka before because he has more confidence than in the original, because he's the one and only true Dovahkiin, dragonborn. So, yeah. Hold on, I gotta watch the anime. I forgot what happens. Sorry about that. I'm an idiot, and I forgot about what order the fucking what is next after he gets in, and sorry. I forgot that he gets in, he gets the letter, and he hears that he got first place, and he cries because of this. He cries because he's so fucking happy. And he goes to school, and he goes to the UA for the first day, like normal kids, and he goes into the classroom. Everyone just stops and looks at him because he got the highest score, and he walks in and everyone looks at him. Baguio and Ida just stop right in their tracks, and Ida just goes, "Hey, aren't you, there's rumors of you being the dragonborn." And he goes, because he used shouts, not many people can do that, and there's no heard quirk of that. So, and he summoned a dragon, so there's rumors of him being the dragonborn, and there's massive theories on who the dragonborn is, but Ida just straight up asks him, "Are you actually the dragonborn?" And Deku goes, "Yeah, totally did." But he does say, "Yes, I am the dragonborn." And everyone is just astounded by this. Just absolutely astounded that the dragonborn, the person that is meant to kill dragons, is in their class. And he immediately is the most popular kid in school. because, well, that would run rampant. Someone that has been looked for a couple years just finally shows up, and he just shows up at a hero school, just like da da da. I've always been here in this town too, and he after school or the next day, or I'm gonna make it a couple, like 3 days after. Yeah, 3 days after the first day, he gets swarmed by news saying, "Are you really truly the dragonborn?" And Parthenax just lands behind him, going, "Ah, so you have finally chosen to reveal your identity. That was rather a long time, even for me, and I have been alive for centuries since the dragonborn killed Alduin. And Alduin's not gonna come back in this because he's dead, long dead. But I will make Deku have the ability to bring back some dragons, because not all the dragons, some of them were killed, and the ones that were killed, he will bring back, and they would have changed to like, oh, I see that you guys have things that can kill us now. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna be an ass anymore. But just the Dragonborn, they do have ways to kill them, but it is not permanent. They would come back in like a couple days. And they sorry, have that feeling where you feel like you need to burp. There it is. Sorry. I had that feeling where you feel like you need to burp, but it just doesn't come out. But the news people are just completely astounded by this. And he immediately becomes one of the most famous people in Japan. He doesn't go on any talk shows or anything, but he does. He is just really famous. A lot of people know about him. And he does have an extreme affinity for magic, which no one else in the world can use, except for a select few that are descendants of people that were heavily, people that are descendants of people that used it in every single day life. And also people that were descendants of the Dragonborn, because, Dragonborns have kids too, like Emperor Titus Mede, I think it's Emperor Titus Mede, I'm not sure, I may be thinking of the one that you kill in the, Dark Brotherhood questline, but in Skyrim, but nonetheless, like, people of, oh wait, no, his last descendant was killed, like, a couple months after him, depending on how long it takes you in the game in Oblivion, but I digress. And crap. But back to the story. And his things are like, hold on. And this is a picture of what his armor will look like. Shoulders. And I will give him the ebony blade and the ebony mail just for armor sakes. Like, they were passed down through his family line, and his father gave him the ebony blade and the ebony mail, but they were family heirlooms, because Deku is actually just a long descendant of the dragonborn in Skyrim. I'm just gonna make him that. And, well, he's not a descendant of dragonborn in Skyrim, because he can't have kids. You can't have kids of your biological nature. They're descendants of... I'll make them Samuel in the game. One of the possible dragonborn adoptive parent or children. So he's a descendant of Samuel. And the ebony mail and ebony blade were family heirlooms, and they finally got to Deku. But I digress. And this is in the same world as the Elder Scrolls, just since the plates move crap, it looks different, okay? So it is impossible that it could look like that in a couple thousand years. The world could look like Nern. And if it ever does, I'll be fucking happy. And if they create a way to live that long, I'll be even fucking happier. Because fuck. And I've gotten off track. But he walks out to the training area because they're doing the hero versus villain team things. And he walks out with a sword on his back and in full black armor. And they're curious, and they think, wow, this dude's not joking around. And he and they and they go in. Deku summons a warrior Valor, and now it's a 3-on-2. And he as well as summons a storm thrall, as in a storm atronach that will not despawn after a set amount of time. He will despawn once he is killed in battle. So now it's a 4-on-2. And he tells his warrior of Vala to go with Uraraka because they're actually intelligent. The flame thrall isn't. They're just, is there an enemy of my master? Yes, there is. We must fight. And I know that someone's going to ask or think, why didn't you just make him summon a Daedra Lord? Because he can do that. He does have a Daedra Lord spell. And the reason is, they only seek to kill. They only seek to kill their master's enemies, so that's why. Because I don't want Bakugo to die. And I will make, and they encounter crap. Uraraka does encounter Bakugo, but the warrior Vela does handle him with just a swift hit with his sword, and the sword is sheathed. And at the very least, he would be hit with the handle of the weapon if the warriors don't have sheaths. But I digress. The warrior of Valor knocks him out. They tie him up, and he is out of the game. So it's 4 against 2, but Deku is already a floor B under the bomb, and he just goes up to the next floor stealthily and quietly, even though he's in full heavy armor, and he just turns on his he banishes the storm thrall, and he goes in and he uses the shout, "Become ethereal," which makes him intangible. Basically like crap. Whatever the dude's name that becomes untouchable. He's one of the big 3, but Deku's close stay on, because they become ethereal too. And he just walks past Ida, and he just tries to kick him, but then he realizes, oh crap, I can't kick this guy, so, well, I give up. And they fell. Deku touches the bomb, and Deku punches Ida, because once he does a violent act against someone, the shout wears off, just like that, and Deku punches him, knocking him out, and then he goes to touch the bomb. Heroes win. Mega big time. They won by knocking out the villains and touching the bomb. So they win. And they don't get, no one gets hurt like in canon where Deku breaks all of his arms again. And I can't believe that he didn't realize he had legs to break too until like the second season or third season. Like, dude, come on. You can break your legs too. They're a limb too. Come on, man. He's supposed to be all real smart, but he's an idiot when it comes to combat. Sure, he's a great strategist and all, but he's an idiot. Sorry. And no one gets scolded for doing something stupid, except for Bakugo, who got scolded for leaving the bomb and making it making it easier to get to the bomb, because they only had to sneak past Bakugo if they wanted to get to the bomb. And Deku is not really all that scolded for using his conjurations, like conjuring the Warrior of Valor, but he is gotten in trouble for summoning someone that could have easily killed Bakugo, considering he had a sword and he's already a ghost, so yeah. So I'm gonna end it off here, guys. Bye.